Flora Liv is a combination of probiotic bacteria cultures. These beneficial bacteria for the intestinal function combined with prebiotic fiber, which is that fiber that feeds, that strengthens the probiotic cultures. So these kinds of food that stimulate prebiotics are called symbiotic products. It's a product that fits in the symbiotic category because it's got prebiotic and plus probiotic. For the formulation of a probiotic, the most important thing is to choose a probiotic stems of recognized value in the colonization of the intestine and in exercising once they're settled in our intestine to generate beneficial effects. Why am I saying this? Because, for instance, many times people talk about yogurt, for instance, yogurt that we find at the supermarket. They talk about yogurt as a source of probiotic bacteria. And indeed, it is. It is. However, those probiotic bacteria used in the dairy industry to produce yogurt are bacteria that are chosen for their technological characteristics or capabilities. That means those stems are chosen to give yogurt a determined level of acidity, a determined level of flavor, and a determined level of consistency. Those are the criteria to choose a probiotic stem to produce yogurt. And it's not bad because for the manufacturer, what's most important is that the yogurt is commercially acceptable. But in the field of health, in the field of health, we need probiotic cultures that are supported by studies that guarantee their action. Okay, well, Fuxion has chosen two key cultures within FloraLiv, the stem Lactobacillus casei 011 and Lactobacillus acidophilus 021, and of course, with Bifidobacterium bifidum. But however, the two first stems, Lactobacillus casei 011 and Lactobacillus acidophilus 021, come back supported by a set of studies that that support their capabilities of, first of all, colonizing the human intestine. They need to have that capability. A probiotic stem which cannot populate, cannot colonize the intestine, is a stem that is not going to achieve the most important mission, which is establishing itself at that level, first of all, and to produce an antagonism against those potentially dangerous bacteria. Second of all, what we need is that they have a beneficial effect in health. The cultures that I've mentioned a moment ago, for instance, have demonstrated their action in the prevention of diarrhea in children subject to intensive antibiotic therapy. This study was performed in the main pediatric or pediatrician's hospital in Lima, in burnt children that were burned for different reasons, for accidents, as an outcome of accidents, of accidents.
a una
And
antibiótico
these children are subject to a very anti to probiotic therapy to prevent infection of soft tissues. However, this probiotic therapy is antibiotic therapy is so intensive that it destroys its flora, its intestinal flora. So this product have demonstrated the capability of repopulating the intestinal flora after being subject to an intensive therapy. They've demonstrated an action of eradication of Helicobacter pylori, which is the causing of gastritis. It has also demonstrated an important action in the treatment of irritable intestine syndrome. So, backed by all these studies, is that we've included these probiotic cultures in the FloraLive formula. But if you were thinking that FloraLive only includes in its formulation probiotic cultures, you're wrong. FloraLive has a rich formula as the probiotic cultures that we saw. It's got prebiotic fiber, which is a special type of prebiotic fiber that we'll see next. But it is a fiber that gets to the intestine. It's not digested and it acts in synergy with probiotics. I told you already, it is a source of energy, a source of nutrition for probiotic cultures that are already in the intestine. You have the granadilla pulp, which is a mucilage that also calms the um, stomach acidity, and besides, it's got an incredible input of vitamins and minerals. Besides the aguimanto extract, aguimanto is also known in the United States as the goldenberry. Aguimanto is a powerful antioxidant which improve the antioxidants defense at a level of our digestive system. And finally, two transcendental minerals right now, zinc, which among its multiple functions is an important cofactor for the good functioning of the defense system, and iron. It's also important for the generation of cells in our organism, and at this time, why not to say it, they participate at a level of a bone marrow in the regeneration of our immune system. So you see the generous composition, makeup of FloraLiv. FloraLiv is a daily consumption product. I would say it is mandatory, compulsory to consume it every day. We can consume it in the morning or intake it in the morning when we wake up with our stomach empty. We can intake it 30 minutes before lunch or dinner, especially if I want to reduce my body weight, because the input of fiber of Floralif makes that stomach gets full. And when I consume it 30 minutes before lunch and dinner, that generates in me a feeling of fullness, of fullness. That way, when I am going to have lunch or dinner, I can reduce the amount. Or I can intake Floralif half morning, half afternoon, but the aim is to consume it eh, always with our stomach empty.